So we just got through talking about the experience, infrastructure, all of these aspects that lead us to a soft launch, a hard launch. And the question that often comes up in business circles is, where do you compete? Where do we compete? And my answer is always, and this is your answer, because people think of cost. Well, you compete on cost, you compete on price, or you compete in this particular sector, or in that particular industry, or in this particular geographic region. No. Where do you compete? And do not ever forget this. Wherever the cult is, that is where you compete. Wherever the experts are, because that is your first, best, and most important customer, right? Now, I want to look at how we compete against cost leaders. And cost leadership, if you remember, these are price makers versus us. New term, differentiation leadership. This is us, right? We are price what? You tell me we can be price makers, takers, or breakers. Which one are we? We are price breakers. You're right. You are right. Thank you. Price breakers. So let's look at the two side by side. So we have cost leaders up here on the top, and we have differentiation leadership there at the bottom. Let's look at the traits and their advantages. So from a cost leadership or a price maker perspective, the traits that they can scale efficiently. They have efficiencies. They have economies of scale. They have Six Sigma, lean. They have everything is standardized. They're very, very predictable in what they can make and how quickly they can make it. They can calculate ROIs very quickly, right? They can calculate all sorts of these measurements very, very quickly. Look at the differentiation leaders. That's us. We are all about quality and customization, my friends. Customization and exclusivity. Not unique. Okay? I want you to put not unique. Unique doesn't sell. My mom always used to tell me, "Oh, mijo, you're just unique," right? I don't want to be unique. I want to be special. I want to be exclusive. I want to have skills and talents that nobody else has, right? Because I'm terrible at sports, right? Whatever it is. But exclusive sells, right? We are also much better at design and service. And again, customization and quality. These are our traits. These are our traits. Now let's look at the advantages. Let's look at the advantages of a cost leader. With a cost leader, they have access to capital. Every bank in the world wants to throw money at them. So same with investors. Hey, the risk is really low because you've got all of this mapped out and you're very efficient. So they have access to capital. They do a lot of reporting. Frequently, they're doing a lot of reporting. They have a lot of controls. Controls is another word, my friends, for restrictions. Restrictions. To me, that's controls in a large organization are a good thing because they restrict everybody from doing everything. They restrict you from talking to other people. I have a student that was just hired and he's in a cubicle and his cubicle has a window so that the manager can walk by and look and see that he's doing his work. And then his monitor his mouse pad is monitored. So they know that he is not doing any Facebook postings or anything along those lines, or he's not on Twitter. And then they time his break period so that when he walks out of his cubicle, he's got a 10, 15-minute break. The other employees are walking in. They don't want any collaboration. Absolutely mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling. They have controls, and that to them is a competitive advantage. But to us, it's restrictive. It's restrictive, right? It's like my son. My son hates wearing pants, right? They're restrained. I don't know what's wrong with him. He hates wearing pants. It's a restrict. They're like leg irons to him. I don't know what's going on there. But anyways, the advantages on the differentiation side, the price breaker. We have guerrilla marketing ability, right? Guerrilla, not as in the ape, but guerrilla as in war. Guerrilla as in lateral thinking, attacking from an angle, social media, right? We are much more creative. We're new. We're research oriented. We're very qualitative and quantitative. We're less quantitative in the sense that a lot of the things that we're measuring are not the same things that a large corporation is going to measure, right? We're looking at the experience. So we're much more qualitative in our thought process. This is where we compete. We compete wherever the cult is, and we need to understand who our competitors are and who we are, right? Who we are before we can move forward. I'm Senor Chavez, and now we're cooking with gas.